Hello guys, welcome to the 10th video of my YouTube channel. So today's video is going to be on physics, and it's the first physics video on my YouTube channel, and hope you have watched the previous video because I was very happy that day, super happy because our channel or my channel, that's Science Hub, you all are the members of that, and our channel has reached 118 subscribers now, and it has hit 100 subscribers. So congratulations to all of you, and to me, but also to you, because you guys only helped me for this. So whatever it is, today's video is going to be on physics and on the first chapter of class 10, that is light. So let's start. So we are now going to discuss on the very basic concepts of reflection, which we have already read in class 8 or 7, from 7 only. So today we are going to start with spherical mirrors. So let's understand what spherical mirrors are. So talking about spherical mirrors, you know what a plane mirror is. Plane mirror is just like this, straight, right? Like this. And this one is the reflecting surface. Okay, but what happens in case of a spherical mirror is, you will understand the difference first, then you will be able to differentiate. Now, a spherical mirror is such a mirror where the reflecting surface is either curved not like this, either curved inwards or outwards. Right? You see, this is the reflecting surface. This one. Right? And here, this one. So this is a mirror which we know as a concave mirror, and this one is known as convex mirror. You see a cave, see, it's starting from here, okay, and it's going into, right, it's going in, so it's bulging inwards. So if anybody asks that what is a concave mirror, so you may say a concave mirror is a kind of spherical mirror where the reflecting surface of the mirror bulges inwards. So that is what a concave mirror is. And what is a convex mirror? A convex mirror is a kind of mirror where the reflecting surface bulges outwards. You see, it starts from here and it goes outer, and this goes inner, this side. Okay. So this bulges inwards, and this bulges outwards. So that's the main difference about this. Now we are going to, and there are various terms which are, you know these, you have read it in class 7 or 8, I guess. Yeah, everybody has read it. So let's start with those. Okay. So we are going to take a concave mirror which bulges inwards. This is the reflecting surface. You see, this is the mirror, right? So there was a sphere, okay, there was a sphere like this, and this mirror is a part of that sphere, okay. That is the reason we call it a spherical mirror. Also because it has a sphere-like shape, okay, not a sphere-like shape, but it's a part of a sphere. So the center of this mirror, is this one, is known as the pole, represented by capital P, known as the pole. Now, what happens is that in this mirror, if you, okay, so let's not talk about that. So this mirror has been cut out from a sphere like this. Now this sphere has a center, right? Which may be this one. So this is represented by capital G, that is center of curvature. Okay. The next thing is that there is a point known as focus. You will understand that. Let's wait for that. Now there's a line, a straight line. So this is capital G. So there's a line which joins or which cuts through the center of curvature and the pole, just like this. Okay. And this straight line is known as the principal axis. Okay, Now pay attention. What is the focus of this mirror? Now see, if we take some rays like this, some parallel rays to the principal axis, then what's going to happen is that it will reflect back like this, and it will reflect back like this. So the point where the image is formed, or where both the rays meet, or when the point where both the parallel rays to the principal axis meet after reflection, that point is known as focus, represented by capital F. Okay, now this is known as focus, and there is a relation between this. Now let me tell that way. Now you see, CP, PC, or CP or PC, this is the center of this sphere, right? So CP is the radius, PC is the radius, or CP, whatever you call, is a radius, but here we know it as the radius of curvature, a center of curvature, so it's a radius of curvature. Clear? Now there's a relation. FP, the distance from the focus to the pole, that is known as focal length. Which one? FP, represented by small f, like this, small f. Okay. Now the relation is that small f is equal to capital R by 2. That is, the focal length is always equal to half the center of curvature. That is the radius of curvature. The radius of curvature is twice the focal length, or R is equal to 2f. Very simple. Okay, so that's it. And one more thing is left. That is, if you see, if this is the mirror, okay. So you see, this is the part of the mirror that we have taken. Now you see, the diameter of this part, that is this part. If you take this A and you take this B, and this one is P, so AB is the diameter, and we have given it a special name, that is aperture. APERTURE, that is aperture. So I hope you all are clear with the concepts of the parts of a spherical mirror. Study hard in your home, don't go out. Also restrict your parents from going out. Stay safe. Goodbye.